Yo, what is up? Welcome to the channel. What's up, everybody? So, if you're an NBA fan like myself, or just love seeing the playoff upsets, you're in the right place. Because tonight we're talking about one of the biggest surprises so far in the NBA playoffs. So, the Indiana Pacers just shocked the number one seed, the Cleveland Cavaliers, in game one of the Eastern semifinals. And man, they did not disappoint in beating the Cavs 121 to 112. So now, if you're a Cavs fan, you're probably feeling some type of way, right? And if you're running with the Pacers, you're probably fired up, right? Right now, either way, stick around because we're breaking down the Indiana Pacers, how they pulled this off, everything from key performances to tactical moves to see what this means for the rest of the series. Man, let's get right into it. So, all right. So let's set the stage. This game was in Cleveland. The Cavs came in hot, looked like the favorite to make it out of the East, but the Pacers came with confidence and energy. And this really showed their credibility. So Indiana came out swinging. They shot the ball incredibly well from the three, over 45%, and finished with 16 made threes. That's crazy. So Andrew Nembhard, I can't say his name right, you know what I'm saying, but he led the team with 23 points. He was 5 for 6 from deep. And that's insane efficiency in a playoff environment. And when this game started, man, it was extremely loud. So, Tyrese Halliburton did his thing too. So, 22 points. And he had 8 assists. He was dishing the rock and just one turnover. He looked in control the entire game. So Siakam chipped in with 17, and then that gave them a better impressions, especially when the Cavs started making, runs every now and then, because they did took the lead in the fourth for a little bit, but the Pacers prevailed and they just kept on pouring it on the Cavs. So they just really gave them the pressure. So now, breaking on the Cavs side, Donovan Mitchell put up numbers. He did have 33 points, but it was not the cleanest night by any means. He shot a brutal 1 for 11 from 3. So that's a good sign if Donovan Mitchell can get his shooting performance better, and they only lost by near 10 points. So that's a brutal thing, but especially when your team is struggling to get offense elsewhere. Evan Mobley had a solid 20-point 10-board night, but it just wasn't enough. The rest of the squad, couldn't keep up, basically. So how did Indiana pull this off from a strategy standpoint? Let's really talk about it and dive into it. So first, their spacing was literally perfect. They kept the floor open and made Cleveland's defense work every time the Cavs helped on a drive. Indiana made the extra pass and hit wide open shots. It's basic basketball, but when you execute it well, like they did, it kills even the best defenses in the league. So, on defense, Indiana focus on forcing Cleveland into tough outside shots because they know they like to shoot the three ball. They weren't letting the Cavs get any easy buckets in transition or in the paint, really. And Cleveland just didn't adjust. The absence of Darius Garland really hurt their flow. You could really tell from the beginning. And without that second ball handler, everything ran through Mitchell, and the Pacers really knew that was their game plan. And another thing, the Indiana didn't beat themselves. They had low turnovers, smart possessions. They didn't give Cleveland really any extra chances in a playoff game on the road. That's really huge. So now let's talk about some moments that really turned this game. Midway through the third quarter, as you saw, the Cleveland had to cut the lead to just 5 points. The crowd was getting really loud. Momentum was shifting, and then boom, Indiana goes on it was a 12-0 run, if I'm mistaken. So it started with Halliburton pulled up the three, the Nembhard corner three. Next thing you know, you're back up double digits, and the Cavs never really recovered from there. So even with Cleveland tried to claw back in the fourth, every time they got close, the Pacers responded, whether it was a big rebound, a defensive stop, or another dagger three. The Pacers had an answer every time, so you got to really give them credit on that aspect. So let's hand out some players' grades real quick. So for the Pacers, Nembhard, I'm going to give him an A+, not just for the points, but the poise. Dude looked like a 10-year veteran out there. Tyrese Halliburton, I'm going to give him an A. He was the surgeon of the offense. He ran the offense, controlled the tempo, made big shots. Pascal Siakam, I'll give him a B+. He did his job. He hit timely shots, and he defended really well, if I had to add. So Miles Turner, I'll give him a B. He anchored the paint and stayed disciplined. So the Cavs, I'm going to give Donovan Mitchell a B-. He scored a lot, but the efficiency hurt them. Evan Mobley, A-. He brought energy and production, one of the few bright spots. Jarrett Allen, C-. Not his best night, but he outplayed Indiana's bigs. And bench, rough. Ty Jerome, Sam Merrill, they weren't factors. They just really got to do better, if you ask me. So what does this mean for the rest of the series, guys? So, for the Pacers, it's simple. You stole home court. Now you got a chance to really put pressure on Cleveland in Game 2. Keep up the ball movement. Keep playing smart. And you just might take a 2-0 lead heading back to Indy for the Pacers. So, this could be a series no one predicted to happen. But for the Cavaliers, it's a wake-up call, guys. They need Darius Garland back ASAP. They need better shooting across the board. You can't shoot under 30% from three and expect to win a playoff game, especially against a team that's firing on all cylinders like Indiana. So Game 2 is going to be a massive game. So do the Cavs bounce back? Or even the series? Or do Pacers go and take a commanding 2-0 lead? But man, what a game. Indiana came and punched the number 1 seed in the mouth and walked out with a statement win. This is what playoffs are all about. Underdogs, rising stars, stepping up, and every possession matters a lot, guys. So let me know in the comments. Do you think that Pacers can keep this up, or will the Cavaliers bounce back in Game 2? So if you enjoyed the breakdown, hit that button, subscribe to the channel, and tap that bell so you don't miss the next playoff recap. I got the breakdowns, predictions, and analysis coming all postseason long. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you after Game 2. Peace. Let's go, guys.